Hi YouTube, Regina here. I am doing another walk and talk. Thought I would try it since you guys seemed to like the last one, and thought I would talk about today's topic. So today's walk and talk topic: staying motivated, whatever your goal is, when you're on track specifically for a financial goal is what I'm going to talk about, and retirement goals, and because that's what this channel is about. So one of the things that I did and I continue to do is the first mortgage we've ever paid off, I consumed a lot of content. And back in the day, it wasn't like YouTube. It was more like you read books, you joined like communities, and I just consumed and listened to a lot of content. So for instance, I thoroughly enjoyed listening to Dave Ramsey's, some kids are having fun. Dave Ramsey's content when it came to paying off mortgage debt. I like the concept of Gestalt intensity, and I also believe what you focus on you get, and it becomes the top of your mind. And when you consuming the content, it kind of keeps you, let's say, at the time, out of the malls, out of the shopping center. Since you're so focused on your goal and you're consuming content that is helping you and gearing you towards your goal, it sort of keeps you on track and it makes you stay motivated for what you're trying to do. So that's number one, one of the reasons why I really like doing it. I also used to read a lot at the time when I was trying to get out of debt itself. Mary Hunt, she wrote Debt Proof Living. And it's a really old book, but it really spells out concepts really well. And so I very much enjoyed that. And she had an online community that I think she had like Debt Proof Living, sort of like online, that you can pay like a monthly fee that she had, and I paid for that. And I would read all her content. I would play with the calculators. I would just, was really would help me stay on track and motivated. And so that's what I would do. And it truthfully helped me like so much when it came to paying off the debt. Oh, cars are coming. I'm just going to hit pause for a second. Unpause. So I would consume her content and read all her articles, because she would put a circular out each month, and so you would be able to read her content. So that's what I would do. The other thing I did is really kept track of, and I continue to do this to this day, of interest and how interest was growing and how the other side was doing. So it's not only just about paying off debts, it's about growing assets. And so if my interest payments would grow, I would keep track of that every month, how many shares I was getting, how many interest I was getting, so that I could actually see how things were growing. And kind of amazing, honestly, how quickly things do add up. So I'm hearing people talk. Anyway, so the other thing about that I would try to do, and I continue to do this too, is I'm very visual. And so one of the concepts they spoke about in Your Money or Your Life was about visually tracking on a graph of your crossover point of when your income and your expenses and your earnings eventually, just like your earnings from things, start to surpass your expenses. And once you pass that point, then you have the crossover. So I would graph things. Noisy. So I would graph and chart things. And from that experience, I continue to chart things. Like, for instance, I've been charting my retirement date for years. I have little smiley stickers. I feel like I'm a little kid sharing this. Oh, I'm gonna hit pause for a second. Unpause. But I have these little smiley stickers, and I have it in Florida as well. So when we go to Florida, I can do it there as well. But I stick little smileys on the calendar every Friday. When every week is done, I put a little smiley face because it's another week that I'm closer to my retirement date. And although I'm not 100% sure what it is, it just keeps me motivated. And so I have a calendar that goes into 2026, and I've been doing that. And it keeps me, it's just something little that I do. Pause again. Unpause. Some of the things I do not even really help me get closer to my goal, but I do them because it keeps me motivated. And when you are motivated, you tend to stay on track and you tend to focus. The fact that I know that at the end of the day, I'm going to be retiring, it does help me be a little bit more careful so that I have the bridge money. Pause. Unpause. So I have the bridge money because my plan is retire when I'm 56, sometime next year. I think sometime next year. And that's quite a bit of ways from 59 and a half. And I've said this before, and yes, I realize I can take some of my retirement money out as long as I'm by the 55 rule. But I kind of don't want to. I want that money to grow and sort of like coast my way and just have enough where we're living a lifestyle into retirement that is equivalent to the lifestyle we're living today. So that's the goal. And so when I am putting the smiley sticker faces on the calendar, and I've been doing that, it keeps that goal front and center. When I am looking at the amortization schedule on our loan that we have, and I'm looking at how many payments I can make on the mortgage, it keeps me focused on any extra money that we get, like, although I am making big payments as well, to throw it on that loan. I want to go into retirement with very little debt. And when I say very little debt, I mean the smallest mortgage balance possible. We don't have any car debt, and so we're good on that end. It gets pretty hard to hold up your hand after a while, so I might have to hit pause just for that alone. Pause. Unpause. It's actually really pretty nice out tonight. A lot of people walking around, so holding my hand up and chatting and talking. I really need a selfie stick. What are some of the things you do to stay on track, stay motivated, supercharge your way? For me, now I know I'm watching a lot more retirement stuff. I'm watching more, content on age-related stuff, on, what am I going to be doing when I'm retired? And what am I going to be focused on? One of my bosses believes, he finds it hard to believe that I'll actually retire because I am personality driven. I get things done, and so in his mind, he's like, I can't see you not working. Trust me, I cannot work. And maybe I'll have this to focus on. And that will be pretty cool if I do. Because I'll be focused on topics that are of interest to me. And maybe I can help someone else along the way. They can resonate with, with what I'm saying, and we can cheer each other on into retirement. And just on personal finances in general. I feel like there have to be a little bit more financial nerds out there like me who like talking about all the aspects of money related. And yeah. My arm is starting to hurt. So I was going to call this one a day and hope everyone's having a great night. And I'm going to just finish my walk and try to get my steps in. And hope you get to continue to stay motivated on your journey to either pay off debt, to pay off a mortgage, to build wealth. Whatever it is you're doing, stay motivated. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.